Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Full Retard. I've got more entitled parent stories for you today. First up, entitled mother refuses to wear a mask, starts ripping other people's masks off by A.Z. Sarts. This was something my friend witnessed at a resort a few weeks ago. I wasn't there, so I'll give it a short rundown. My friend was waiting in line for a ride at the resort they were staying at when somebody in front of them asks a teenager and a mother to respect social distancing. You can tell where this is going. The entitled mother freaked out, screaming that my child will be perfectly safe. He's perfect. Then she starts ranting about how social distancing won't keep them safe. When the employee, who probably doesn't get paid enough to handle this crap, tries to calm her down, she screams that they don't need the mask and rips it off his face. So she does this to other patrons until she and her perfect kid have to leave. Next up, I Tricked a Karen, Illusion 100, posted by GDev6453. I am at my grandmother's beach house, and the only way to get onto my street is to cross the highway. So I was riding back on my bike, and I stopped to cross the highway. This entitled mom was waiting to go across the highway. Entitled mom, that's a cool bike. Oh, thanks. Can I have it? No. I need this to get home. Please, my son really wants a bike. I can't get home without this. Don't disrespect your elders. I'm older, so I get the bike. So I didn't want to start a screaming match, so I got an idea. Okay. Can I at least cross the highway first? Okay, fine. So I crossed the highway with her. We end up at the end of my street, and I start to get on my bike. Excuse me, what are you doing? The pedals were getting loose, so just trying to fix them for your son. I get on, pretend like I'm fixing the pedals, then start riding at full speed. I got to my house, and entitled mom is behind me, but far enough that I can breathe. I yell into the house for my grandmother to come out. Then I put my bike away and hide in the house. My grandmother is very good at telling people off, so that Karen left fast. I don't know what happened in the conversation, but it worked. Next, entitled mother doesn't understand vaccines by Wonder Woman Boner. I was in the ER. I ate at Taco Bell when they were open for a holiday and was on the bus home. Suddenly, I encountered a strong smell and started vomiting. I was spraying vomit for 4 minutes, non-stop. After I was done vomiting, someone called 911 and the EMS people took me to the ER. I was in the ER about to have the contents of my tummy removed when my mother started yelling at a doctor about how they wanted to give her daughter too many shots. After a few minutes, I got angry, walked into the room across from me and said, "Just give the child an IV and wait for a minute for her to adjust. Then inject the vaccines into the IV tube, you dumb butt." The nurse says, "Is that an approved medical practice?" I give her an angry look and said, "That is how I got my vaccines." Just as she was about to argue with me, I vomited again. Later on, I glanced across the hall and saw the child on an IV. What the F, lady? Next up, entitled mom steals little girl's cat by Mystery Girl 26. My husband's grandmother, his mom's mom, is staying with us for a while, and since I'd never met her before, I'm hearing all sorts of stories. I told her about some of my Reddit posts and my experience with her daughter, and she soberly told me that she used to be an entitled mother, and since my mother-in-law was her only daughter, it was really bad with her. She came to her senses when she almost died in a car accident when my mother-in-law was 16 years old, but by then the damage was done. She told me and gave me permission to post this story. So apparently, entitled child asked entitled mother for a gray cat, like the neighbor, little girl's mom had. So because her daughter wanted one like the one she just up and stole little girl's cat. The next day, little girl's mom and teary-eyed little girl go knocking on doors to ask if anyone's seen the cat. And the following conversation happens. Hello, we're your neighbors down the street. Our cat went missing and we're asking if anyone has seen it. No, I haven't seen it. Mommy, the kitty is hungry. Okay, we'll feed it in a minute. Oh, you got a cat? Entitled child comes running to the front door trying to carry neighbor's cat. Mousie! Upon hearing its name, it starts squirming. That's our cat. No, it's not. It's my daughter's. I just got it for her from a friend. The cat gets free and streaks out the door and back home. Little girl goes chasing after it, calling, "Mousie, Mousie!" Little girl's mom is shocked. "Why did you take our cat?" "Well, my daughter wanted it, but it's gone home now, so no problem." Entitled child whines, "I'm I want the kitty. Okay, honey, just a minute. Turns to little girl's mom. How much for the cat? Our cat is not for sale, and if you ever try something like this again, I will report you to the police. Entitled child cries, and entitled mom slams the door. My husband's grandmother told me she regrets doing it, but also regrets getting entitled child a new cat a week later. Thanks for listening. Remember to like the video and subscribe on YouTube and our podcast. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.